Alicia Hintzen, and welcome to Festival Vibes TV 2025 for this cropover season. Stay tuned.
Hey, this is your girl Shanta Prince.
This is your girl Keerah.
Hey, it's your girl Tionne Hernandez, and right now you're locked into Festival Vibes, so don't you move.
If you're sexy and you know it and you ain't afraid to shoot, your body look nice, you better bubble it right. If you're sexy and you know it, put your hand in the air. Wave your flag and show them who's the hot girl of the year. Hot girl coming through.
I am here with Tionne Hernandez herself. We have seen the improvements this season.
Thank you.
For sure. Tionne, most people don't know your history, but you came back into cropover last year.
Yes.
And it was a hit from start. Tell me about that feeling.
Amazing, to be honest. And the funny thing is, what you just said, I started last year, but I really started about 2 years prior. So it was a work in progress getting to the point that I did last year. But I mean, it was amazing. I can't complain at all.
And now this year, 2025, and we're seeing Shake It a lot.
Yes. Yes. This year I put in a lot of work to bring back more music. So I even have more songs now. I have about 10 songs.
Wow.
About 5 out already and some more to go. So I made a really big effort to work harder this year.
Tell me about some of the people that you've worked with. I want to hear about your journey from last year to this year and persons that have been influential in that journey.
Okay, well, I definitely have to start with Pull the Trigger Boom, Shanta Prince, and Barry. They are my team, so those are the people that I work with continuously. And then there's DJ Kai. We have built a really good relationship. There's Hyper Songs, Dirty Talix, Mole, Sadis. So this year I've worked with a lot more people, but the core team remains the same because they understand me and we gel well together. But everybody else, it has been a blast working with all of them.
This year you went to Trinidad for the first time. I saw you having a ball. I saw you eating and drinking and taking in all the culture of Trinidad. Tell me, for you, how it is performing in Barbados and how it is performing in Trinidad.
Well, first let me say I love Trinidad and I have Trinidadian heritage, so that's where the Hernandez comes from. My granddad is Trini. But being there for the first time was nerve-wracking because in my mind, I at first was saying I don't want to perform because I don't think these people know my song. So then it's like, you know, you gotta work harder. When you're at home, everybody know you. But when I got on the stage, I was pleasantly surprised, to be real honest. A lot of phones came out, like everybody was like, yeah, we're recording this girl. And I'm not sure if they actually knew the song or if it was just my energy, but I had a blast in Trinidad.
So having said that, the phones came out, people were partying on the stage. What do you like to see from your audience? Do you prefer phone lights? Do you prefer rags in the hand? Do you like to see the gyration of people? What gives you that energy? What makes it for you?
I want to see people partying, Alicia. So sometimes like when I performing and I see them, it's like, girls, like bare phones in my face right now. We don't want no phones. I want to see one squatting. So yeah, I like engagement. I like to interact with people, and that's what I focus on. I focus on people that I see having a good time, and I say, yeah, you squat for me.
You've been on stage with I Am Woman. Talk about that experience, being on the I Am Woman show.
Completely amazing. I mean, mind-blowing, because I would not have expected to be on a cast with, you know, them kind of names. And I was standing opposite Patrice before I went out on the stage. So we met in Trinidad, but I wasn't sure if she like remembered me or whatever. So I was just looking, and she shit, and I'm like, like, I think that was one of the best moments for me. But you see, when I got on the stage, everybody was like, I'm like, yeah, my people, we both to do this. Yeah, so I Am Woman was a blast.
You always bring this energy. I think for me, being in the audience, when you come on stage, you bring on an energy. It's like, if you're not ready to party, you ain't ready to see this young lady perform. What gives you this energy each and every time? It's almost like you run on the stage, yeah, let me do this, wow. What gives you that energy?
I think I just love what I do. So it makes me really happy. And then, for some reason, sometimes I might watch a crowd and be like, shh, these people ain't responding. I might go pull back some of my energy. But whenever I hit the stage, them just give me the same energy that I have. So then I feel like, all right, yeah, like, you know, we are, everything is, we vibing. So yeah.
What have you done between your last performance last year in 2024, I should say, and in 2025 to improve your stage presence?
From the time that I got off the stage, my last performance would have been Soca 5.0. The plan was I need to exercise because people looking for energy from me, and in the next year that means that it's more than one song with pace. So I need to get my energy up, I need to get my body right. So I've been in the gym ever since, and usually I don't commit to the gym. So I might go a month, I might go 2 months, and then I quit. But I have been consistent because it's important for me to, you know, look a certain way and deliver the performance that I want to every time. So yeah, definitely working on my body.
I'm seeing some dance moves. I've noticed some new dance moves. What has inspired this? Who's the person behind this?
Okay, so my sister is a choreographer and a dancer, so Jada Best. She choreographed the dance that I did for Shake It a lot. But I believe in having a production. I like a holistic performance. I want to see you make, everybody don't have to dance, but you know, you break out in a little move here and there. So it's important for me to be able to fall in with my dancers and still come back home and perform, you know. So she has been teaching me, and I spent a few weeks learning that routine.
You had fun doing it though?
Yes, I did. We had a blast recording the video.
My last question, who would you like to collaborate with and be on stage with?
Allison, Skinny, Machelle, yeah, Patrice.
Well, we definitely wish you much success in your journey.
Thank you.
Continue the path you're going. I think you're loved from the young ones right up to the top.
And I love them right back.
Continue that journey. Continue to be big Tionne, as much as you're petite Tionne. Continue to be big Tionne.
Thank
and
you.
all the best for 2025.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Be on it. I tell you, check it out, bend it and shake it a lot. Bumper small with the shaking a lot. Bend over and shake on the spot. Good body girl, bend over TikTok. I tell you, watch it out, bend it and shake it a lot. Bumper small with the shaking a lot. Bend over and shake on the spot. Real hot girl, then know if you turn up. This is a shaking session. Take all your man money and put him in recession. Where bad girl walk out, whole place flatten. When at 6:30, can't make 7. The man ball when I wine pump spot. Take time fun.
We are featuring the ladies in this episode of Festival Vibes, and I am here with Shanta Prince.
Hello.
Hello. Where's the blue hair?
She home. She is home.
Next time, are we changing color?
Listen, the blue hair is going to make an appearance along with some other colors. I like playing with my hair, and I know everybody loves the blue, but she ain't come back in a different way. It's special.
Okay. You have been touring. You have been representing Barbados. Tell me about the Departure Festival that you just represented Barbados at.
No, that was so amazing. It was in Toronto, Canada. It was myself, it was John Yard, Simon Pipe, Shadia Marshall, and Kashida Dotton. Oh gosh, Kashida. And I was the only soca artist there. So I had to inform people of where I'm from, our culture, what crop over is, how it is to go down the road. And I had a lot of fun doing that. And teaching them how to walk up. How you walk up.
Your song was out as yet walking up.
It released while I was there.
Right.
It released while I was there, but I sang some of the classics that people know from Shanta, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, this is so much fun!" Shout out to the BTMI because we had a cocktail party where we were encouraging people to come to Barbados. They had a chance to win a trip to Barbados. And people were just lining up. Even when we had the Amazon Music interview and stuff, people were like, "Oh, if you scan a code, have a chance," because like, "Oh, Barbados sounds like the place to be."
It is the place to be. Come on, it's Barbados.
And it was a lot of fun. I always love representing my country, more so representing soca and myself. And making new fans. I met a lot of interesting people. There will be music coming out from this festival. Some of my connections there. Shout out to Dwayne Farley from AMG Music. Be bringing out some stuff.
We've always seen a bold Shanta with hair color, dress, but we're seeing a bolder Shanta now in her music, in your performances, in your dance moves. Tell us about this transition.
This year, well, I've been thinking about it for a while because everyone knows me as the sweet girl. You know, he's getting nice groovies and stuff. But I wanted to show my diversity this year, realizing that people were trying to put me in a box. And I love that you all love that I do sweet stuff. But when I'm on stage and I want to carry y'all on a journey with these songs, you know, I need to give a little bashment, give a little power. So that was the mission this year. I have to do a huge shout out to Miss Advisor is Consulting, Crystal. She really sat with me and she's like, all right, well, you know, everybody got you this way. So she facilitated certain things for me and making sure that I did it the right way. Because we still wanted the Shanta brand to, you know, not shock people and be welcoming. And we started the year with a bashment and we just dropped the power. There's more coming. And in terms of performances, I like to have fun. Like, if you're not having fun, how are you supposed to have fun with me?
Correct. So we see that in your performances on stage. You're already booked for some crossover events this year. Tell us about those.
Well, I'm doing the Sweet Lime.
Yes.
I do a weekly gig at a place called Corky's. Full band. And we just have soca. We end off with soca because it's hardcore. Last year it was amazing. I had artists pass through. A sister in Tionne, Lane, Faith came. So everyone enjoys it. It's a hub where you can just come. I like that other musicians come through. We switch through. Naldo was my drummer last year. Even he used to come out front. And now this year he has music out.
Well.
So I love the vibe. I like any time I can just showcase and give other people a platform to show because there are a lot of amazing new artists coming up there that need the limelight. And also Sugar Sundays, I will be performing there as well. You know, this is Rick. The date has changed to July 5th. So
he's hired this year, yes.
And we will see what else is coming, but the team is working and there's more music coming.
So tell me about some of the collabs that you're doing this year.
Just released one with King Bubba, Feelings, on the Monkey Brains rhythm, a power soca. Bubba and I have known each other for years, and not last year, the year in front, we did Miami Carnival. I was like, Bubba, we know each other so long, we've never done a song together. And he's like, yeah, he said, we just gotta find the right one. So good morning, good evening, good night, whatever time of day is for Dwayne Antrobus of Basic Productions. He sent this in. Then one of the persons on the rhythm, Pajo, he's actually a writer. He wrote the song, and I was like, I like the energy, and we went to work, and it's dropping, and the response so far has been good. I can't wait to perform it with Bubba when he comes back. We're about to shoot some visuals and have a good time for Crop Over.
Congratulations on that. How many songs can we expect from you this season? I realize the artists are not playing this year. They are putting out music and they're sounding good. How many songs can we expect from you?
Let me count. Walking Up Bad, Feelings. I have a project with Green Shanty. That's a groovy.
That's a groovy, okay.
I have something that's dropping very, very soon this week It's a very special song to me. It's called Parade. It's a part of the Pink Pen project.
Okay.
It's my dedication to my grandparents that passed. I didn't get to let them know how much I loved them before they passed, and they passed right behind each other because they love each other so much. They couldn't be apart. So it's a testimony of their love and dedication and my love for them. And again, AMG Music from Canada, we're dropping a project there, dropping 2 Afro projects after this season. So we are very active and still working on music.
This Canadian collaboration, did it come out from your Departure Festival?
Yeah, actually. I had just came out of my Amazon Music interview, and we were walking out of the Hotel X where it was being held. And you know, Bajan's talking. He's like, wait, what is Bajan's? And his accent came out. He's like, yeah, where you all from? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, I got family that in this place. And we exchanged info. By the time I got back to my hotel, he had already sent me 2 rhythms. And I played one and I instantly started to get a vibe to it. Came back home, linked up with my co-writer, Kev Jones. Vincy roots, we have a lot in common.
Okay.
Our mothers are both Vincentian. Our grandparents were both pastors. We have a lot in common. So I was like, Kev, I got this idea, you can help me. And we put it together. We sent the demo back to Canada, and they were like, yeah. So that has been sent off this week. It will be featuring some other artists from other islands. So I'm excited for that. And it is another walk-up. It's another walk-up tune.
It's
we
our
make
culture.
sure that we ready for the road.
Yes, we keep our culture intact. My final question to you is, when you see videos of your performances, what goes through your mind?
Oh, I am my hardest critic. The videos, you can always tell I'm having fun. So when I'm having fun, you will see me doing the most. Like, one of my favorite videos to watch was my performance at Rise last year. Because I remember walking off and Allison was like, you really like that song? I was like, yeah. Because I didn't know what took over me. I just like, yeah. When you're home in your room and you're going through the paces. But I was like, the band was on, the vibe from the crowd was on. There were some ladies out front. I was like, Shanta, and I just went for it. But I am always critiquing, because you always say, all right, well, I could do this here. Or I realize I do this certain movement and it works. So you realize you tried something and it doesn't work. Even with what you're saying to the crowd. So you're always learning, because every performance is not the same. For me, that goes whether it's a big stage or more intimate. Your performance changes depending on the atmosphere. But once you have the energy, and right now I'm just trying to connect a lot with my fans and have a good time.
Thank you so much, Shanta. Can't wait to see the Blue Hair Songbird again. We're looking for that blue hair. She coming. It was definitely a pleasure having you on Festival Vibes, and we wish you all the best for 2025. We can see you working at bad.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Time to start it up. You can feel it when the party lifting up. Shanta. You can feel it when you fully liquored up. You can feel it. You can feel it. Watch it.
When the things start, we just get like animals. Mashing up dance like a total wrecking ball. Everybody ready to come this the bacchanal. So right now, light up the spot.
So let me get them in feelings. Jump up if you feel it. Let me get them in feelings. Jump up if you feel it.
As Festival Vibes continues, we are here with Keerah, the artist. Down in the middle. It's starting with Down in the Middle. I saw you at Sweet Limes performing. You got off the stage and you went down in the middle. Tell me about the song, the writer, the concept.
Sure. So the song was written by Shanna Trigger Hintzen, and it was arranged by Barry, top producer. They both go hand in hand, work really well together. The concept of the song, it wasn't intentional. But what was done is that we sat and we had a conversation, Shana and I, and she went like really deep into who Keerah is, the things that I want to do, portray, the type of things I was saying about my in-school artists, and based on her research on me and what we discussed, Down in the Middle was like when she came to me, that was the first thing that she actually sent me, and she actually hit the nail on the head at her first attempt, and I'm very impressed. Good job, Shana.
I'm impressed too with your performance. You really enjoyed that. Tell me about your journey. How did you get into singing? And then I know your pickety crop and your soca. So tell me how first you got into singing.
Well, I started singing from the age of, let's say, about 13, 14 years of age. I always went to watch the Junior Calypso Manor after the Junior Kaduma back in the days when it was at the National Stadium. And from seeing how the girls are on stage and getting to perform, it was just something that I really liked. And I said, you know what, I would give it a try after going home and singing, and my dad realizing that I could sing. We tried it. And after that, every year I would have gone on to the next level, semifinals, finals. My first year in Pickety Crop was 2009. I went straight to the semifinals. It was a very small voice at a very big venue that was also at the National Stadium. And after that, I realized with Pickety Crop, there are things that I would have wanted to do that I couldn't do. And that's where the soca side came now, because I said, like, from seeing Destra and Nadia Batson, I said, well, I could sing these songs, and I really I love the energy that it brings to me, and how I'm able to, show my character, be myself in my own space while singing those songs.
You have 2 songs out so far, correct?
I do.
Neglect for
Pickety
Crop finals, and Down in the Middle is your soca song. Tell me a little more about Neglect.
So Neglect was written and arranged by Billboard Moreau. We had a conversation also, and he said, I want you to really sit down and think about what you would want to sing. Don't just give me a topic, or don't just tell me write for you. I want it to be all you. And I said, what are some things that I feel like persons can relate about or relate on? And I said neglect. A lot of persons feel neglected at their jobs, in their friendships, relationships, from their parents, family, and it's not just about your circle. It could be from government, it could be from the educational system, it could be from a number of things. So I said, you know what, this topic is very broad, and I just brought it to Billboard, and I said, this is what I'm thinking, and the same way I brought that down to you is how I broke it down to him. And he said, this is a good concept. Before, my stage name was Shaki K. Now I'm Keerah. That was Junior Minor days. He always called me Shaki. He don't call me anything different. So Shaki, this is very good. I said, all right, let me do something. He wrote it and he brought it to me. It is basically about all the pressing things going on in the country, how me being the mother as Barbados, and my citizens think that I am neglecting them, but they're not seeing the good things that I'm doing also. They're just seeing the things that are not sitting well with them, that they may consider as bad. So you can look at it as a nation building song as well.
How has the season started for you, and what are your hopes this season?
The season has started very good for me. From the time I would have, dropped Down in the Middle on my Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. It's on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify. Like, persons just took it and ran with it. From the smallest child to the biggest adult, everybody's favorite part is down in the middle. Oh,
is it catchy?
Down there, and you put it down in the middle. When I started my interviews at the radio stations, I got the DJs into it. So I said, just back me on this one. That same part, everybody just getting the high of it and singing. And outside of just the fun and it being catchy, I received a couple performances so far for the year. As you know, I was at Sweet Lime last week. Looking forward to do more Sweet Limes as well.
Keerah, who are your biggest influencers?
I would have to say, as an artist, Abroad, I would say Nadia Batson. I love how she portrays herself as an individual, how she dresses on stage. She's sexy but still not too revealing. That's
So you
me.
like to perform with her then?
I would love to.
Uh-huh.
And here in Barbados, I would say Alicia Hintzen. I didn't know much about her, but we had a retreat recently and I was able to gain a lot of information, not just about her music, but her background and where she came from. And I find that for me, being in a space where you start something and you start the journey on your own without much help, like you have an appreciation for it. And it's not easy being an artist. So hearing her about her journey, I would say that really impressed me.
After watching your performance at the Sweet Lines, what were your thoughts after the fact?
My thoughts would have been like, whoa, Keerah never went in a crowd from off a stage, such a big crowd, to entertain persons. It felt really good. It felt like I actually belonged there. So my goal when I am on stage now will be to get the audience to be engaged with me, whether it is to sing along, whether it's to do a dance, or whether it is to sing next to me. I can make sure I include them a lot with my performances for this season.
Thank you so much, Keerah, for taking the time out, being on Festival Vibes. We wish you a successful 2025. We're going to look for you on Pick of the Crop stage for sure. We're going to look for you down in the middle too, but definitely we're going to look out for you on that Pick of the Crop stage as you represent for 2025. Thank you.
Yes, please. Thank you too.
You've been watching Festival Vibes TV. See you on the next episode.